السلام عليكم. اليوم السبت 16 نوفمبر 2019. السلام عليكم. آه، Let's wait for people to join. Assalamu alaikum. Today I'm taking your questions. I have to practice Arabic, but I have no one to speak with. I understand. Um, are you? Where do you live, or where are you at? Sudan. You want to practice everything. So you can. Okay, Philadelphia. Okay, there's a big community. There is a Meetup. Do you have any Meetup Arabic? Okay. Arabic language with a yeah. So for the one like for Sudan, like if you live in Philadelphia, look for Meetup and also watch anything like cartoon or news. Um, you can just like record yourself and you can send like if you can record. I don't know if you can do that. Um, the grammar. The grammar is the foundation to Arabic, which is very important to know grammar. So I think my focus. I am not good with like just conversation. I know how to do it, but just like I like to explain how the structure and the concept of Arabic grammar in Arabic. That's Fusha only. That's great because the Fusha, if you are saying that you speak Fusha, which is the MSA Modern Standard Arabic. If you are modern standard, you speak modern MSA, which is great. It's just a question of changing because if you know how to speak it, that's great. That's great. Without hesitating, yeah, you need to practice responding without hesitating. It's just a question of practice. Just speak, make mistakes. Who cares? You are practicing, and then we can correct your native speaker can correct your this I do you mean saying that, do you mean to say that or versus that, they can correct you, that's fine. Let's say I am very beginner, what should I start from? So Luis Dante, if you are saying that you are a beginner and so you need to start from the basic, like you need to know how the like how to read, how to write, how to connect, and start with basic conversation, like how do you greet, like assalamu alaikum or marhaban, assalamu alaikum, marhaban. um, you can learn the basic, just how to say ana ismi, introduce yourself. Just let me explain how the Arabic levels here, since I live in the US and most of my students I teach, they take proficiency test or exam. They want to get a job with the government or they want to study abroad. So there are levels. Level one, the basic. So you need to know how to introduce yourself. You can say Ana ismi Abbasiya. Where do you live? Where do I live? أنا أسكن في مدينة دنفر في ولاية كولورادو في أمريكا. the United States. About my family. أنا متزوجة. I am married. عندي 3 أولاد. I have 3 children. عندي ابني الكبير اسمه أمين، وبنتي اسمها سهير، وابني الصغير اسمه يونس. زوجي اسمه مصطفى. So I introduced my family. I said, my name is Abasia. I'm married. I have 3 children. My oldest child, his name is Amin. My daughter, her name is Suhir. And my youngest son is Yunus. أنا أسكن في مدينة دنفر في ولاية كولورادو في أمريكا. I live in Denver, Colorado, in the US and the States. So now, introduce yourself. You need now to know where you study. Like, أنا أدرس. Where do you study? Where did you study? What's about your school, about your life, about your sibling? And then you need to know how to describe the weather. اليوم الطقس في كولورادو غائم. Like it's cloudy, foggy, cloudy. And then level 2, like if you want to give direction, like someone come in to visit you and they said, okay, turn, go straight, give your location where you live and the survival. If you want to go to the hospital, you need, this is level 2. Level 3, when you give your opinion, like when you say, let's see, what do you think about what's happening in the world? Like in Syria, for example, and you need to know her. This is level 3. So again, the foundation is going to be like the basic. Like if you were to learn English, what would you learn? It's the same thing. It's the same concept. Okay. مرحبا عباسي. Yesterday I was learning Kana, and my question is, why do you use it just in the past, in the future tense? Yeah, this is a very common question. So the verb to be in Arabic, it's not used in the present tense, but I can use it in the present tense, and I'm going to say, I am more than happy, or I will be more than happy to help you. So the verb can. So you need to know how to conjugate it. I want you to be able to conjugate it in the present tense, even though we don't use it, but sometimes people can use it. Like, أنا أكون سعيدة. So in this case, I am using it. But just to say I am, without any adjective after that, you don't need it. Right? أنا كنت مشغولة. I was busy. أنا سأكون مشغولة اليوم. So you can see that is used in the past tense, in the future, but just to say I am, we just say أنا. So that's what I tell my students. Just think that I am is أنا. So think that you are using it. You are, it's أنت. It's because أنا is I and I am at the same time. But if you were to say I am happy, أنا سعيدة. Because this is why, just because sometimes our brain is fighting the concept of Arabic versus English or French. In French, we say je suis occupé. So we have je and suis and then occupé. In English, we say I am busy. In Arabic, we just go like أنا مشغولة. So think that the pronouns, they also serve as verb to be at the same time. And I tell when I teach my students how to say the personal pronoun, I'm going to say أنا means I and I am at the same time. And so I understand about 75 of the news, they use really big words sometimes. Of course, for like if you understand news 75%, which is great. Um, so what they use in the news, the like the words, like in English, like if you were to speak English, you can say, I'm kind of tired, kind of tired. That's what means kind of. If you write this in a paper in college, the teacher is gonna say, what? Kinda. I am little tired, or I'm very tired. They don't want to see these words because the level of Arabic is very advanced. Who is the audience for the news? People who understand Arabic and they speak this Arabic, which is, and if you can see the article, and I do teach advanced Arabic, and they tell me, oh, they get so intimidated. But when I tell them, okay, just calm down, don't feel overwhelmed, because you are going to see the same words repeated again over and over and over, and then look for the root for the word. And once you find the root, you are going to be fine. Let's see. Assalamu alaikum, Empire Meme, Alam Meme, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Thank you for all of you who are joining. So, Altaf, where can I learn and practice intermediate level Arabic? There is, as I told you, the intermediate Arabic. I teach level one, level like the beginning, intermediate, and advanced. So for the intermediate, I use the book. Let me show you what I am using. 1 minute. So I use الكتاب. Sorry. I use الكتاب في تعلم اللغة العربية. But now I'm using the one that it comes with the Shami, the Levantine, and Egyptian. It's the same, but so this, you see how big, and it comes with DVDs, and it has a workbook. They give you an access code, and you do it. This is for level like level one. What basically we do, we learn. I teach the verbs, for example, here. For example, the verbs, and in this unit we teach the hobbies. The book starts with just the pronoun, nouns, how to use the plural, the conjugation, the negation, and then it goes to the family members. And for example, here in chapter 4, it's verbs like conjugation, and then the preposition, hobbies, the past tense, numbers. All these are like the daily routine, your schedule. Like I asked the student to describe the picture, what they are doing here, and this is the most useful. For intermediate and advanced, I use the next, this one, which is very advanced, about like not advanced, but it like I give you an article, and then you read it and you answer to the questions. Yeah. So this is Al-Kitab. I do have also, I work with students who wants to practice to pass the proficiency test, and I use something type like this, ACE Arabic, and basically what is it? It's like they read an article in Arabic and tell us what the article is about. So, for example, this article, it's what is announced here. Public hospital lack of funding. The hospital hired a new maintenance contractor. The hospital is being renovated. The renovation to the hospital are behind schedule. So, this is level 2 and 3. So, you read this passage and tell me what is this article about. Okay, of course, it's not what I am. I teach a student. It's how to how to get the key words. Okay, um, where are you, Max? May I ask where you teach? Okay, so أنا أسكن. I live in Denver, Colorado, in the United States of America. So I do teach. I am a French teacher. I teach in high school here in Colorado. I'm a high school teacher, a French teacher, and I am also doing my internship at Colorado University, the modern languages, because I am graduating in January of 2020 with my master's in Arabic language and linguistics. Last like the couple of last weeks, or yeah, recently, or I had a meeting with the principal and the district, and I am officially going to teach Arabic at my high school. So I am going to build the program at my high school, and I'm so excited because the community, the Arab community, are so excited that their kids can have, and I'm aiming to teach an heritage class to my student. Plus, we do have a very smart student who wants to pursue the international studies, and they are looking to learn Arabic. Then they can continue. My most of my students, I teach online, Skype, FaceTime, virtual classroom. I have students who work for the State Department, and I taught them and to pass. I help them to pass their proficiency test. I have students who are students in Georgetown University. I have a student in Berkeley University, and I have so I have also many other students here in Colorado. So I teach mostly adult. So I hope I may ask you where you teach. I teach in Colorado and virtual. So Salam, ma'am, could you also please teach some classes in local dialect, Egyptian or Gulf? As a learner, I have realized that very few people actually use Fusha daily. Of course. So the reason for me to, I am a native speaker of Arabic. I am from Algeria, الجزائر. أنا من الجزائر. وأنا أتكلم اللغة العربية واللغة الفرنسية. الجزائر في شمال إفريقيا, Northern Africa. So I was maybe I was against teaching dialects, but when I went to this program for my master's, I changed my mind. It changed my mind because the research and we like all the material that we read. Just people here in the U.S. or in the world, they learn the Fusha, but they when they travel or they interact with native speaker, this not like someone is speaking English, but the Shakespeare English, like coming from the 1600 in speaking English. That's how. Yes, I do, and I'm changing now. I tend more the Shami Levantine because I think it's very close to the Arabic. So I teach also the Shami, the Levantine. When I say Levantine, is spoken in Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, Palestine, um, yeah, Jordan, and the Middle Eastern part. At the Gulf, also, I am an interpreter. Here, I interpret at the courts, the courthouse, hospital, immigration. So I do, and I grew up speaking more than one dialect. Um, هل فيديو بالعربي؟ هل يمكنك أن تصنعي فيديو بالعربية؟ آآ نعم، يعني just only عربية I can أها. So سلام أختي كيف حالك؟ أنا بخير يا أخ مهدي. Um, Martin, I'm writing you from Zurich. Uh, okay, مرحبا. I started to study Arabic 5 months. مبروك. Do you speak French? Vous parlez français? We can. I'm so happy that you can teach Arabic in your high school. Yeah, I'm so excited because I think here in the US, United States, the problem is they don't introduce languages at an early age. So my students in high school, when I teach them, and they say, "Who cares? This is not a core class. It's not important like math or physics or science." And I said, but this language can help you, uh, master other subjects like math. If you learn languages, your brain is going to help you process math very quickly. Um, so, could you do about superlative? Yeah, yeah. Actually, the superlative, the adjective of superlative, it's kind of easy if you know uh, adjective like جديد, قديم, كبير. Let's say with كبير. The word كبير mean big. So كبير, so it's the adjective describing something is big. So if you want to do it, the superlative, you are going to say أكبر. So basically, I don't know if I can write and you can see, I don't know. Okay. Let me see. I just give you an example. And the superlative in Arabic is, how do I say? In English, you would say Denver is bigger than Wyoming or than Cheyenne. Example. So, or دمشق أكبر من عمان. Okay, أكبر من. So you are saying Damascus is bigger or larger than Amman. In English, we have biggest and bigger. In Arabic, we go only with one, just bigger than, and it goes for both. And I can do that. Just give you. I don't know if you can say. Can I don't know if you can see it. No, it's كبير. I don't say. So if you say, so this is كبير. So what do you do? أكبر. كبير أكبر. So I am going to cover this. This is going to be my first video that I am going to cover. Okay. And then I'm happy that you can teach in high school. So, Basia, could you make video about it? But yeah. Thank you for sharing the name of the books and the material. Jazakallah khairan. Yes, okay. And one thing that I would recommend is the dictionary. I don't know if you use dictionary or no. Dictionaries. In the US, I couldn't find many, but I use this one called Al-Mutqan. Al-Mutqan. And make sure that you get Arabic, English, English, Arabic. I got this from Algeria, and the shipping cost was very expensive. And I compared, like buying it was a good deal, but just shipping. So my student buy this from me. I have only left a couple of them, and if you are interested, I have a couple of them, and I can put them on eBay or Amazon. And if you can see, they have pictures and they have examples. And on the side here, they have the alphabet in Arabic. Okay. And if you want to look for something, you go to the first letter, and yeah, it's just nice. And the more your dictionary is big, the more is going to help you. But dictionary, I don't rely on Google Translate because they don't give me. And this is a good thing about the dictionary. It gives me examples. It gives me examples. Yeah. Uh-huh. So I am a translator. So I translate. So I use dictionary because it gives me the exact because the context. Um, أنا من سوريا ولا أفهم لغة إنجليزية رقمي للتواصل بالواتساب أوكي أنا دائما معكم شكرا كل العربية فصحى أرجوكي كل العربية فصحى أرجوكي so هل تريد if I'm speaking Arabic so many people won't understand it so I see I don't have many people who are joining so I was hoping to see more so I can have kind of a better idea what the expectation. What do you want to see? What do you want me to share? What do you want me to yeah to cover the like with the material? Um, so okay. كل عربية فصحى شوكي Sudan Rakhine. Okay. Do people ever speak MSA as a language? You mean MSA or MSR? Hmm? Do you mean MSA? No. MSA means Modern Standard Arabic اللغة العربية الفصحى. So, uh, so MSA is not spoken; it's written. So the whole Arab world, we learn how to speak Arabic and write the MSA, the Modern Standard Arabic, a written one. And there is only one. When we speak it, like you can when you watch news, you are going to listen and watch the Modern Standard Arabic. Not the perfect, but this is the modern. If you read an article, it's going to be in MSA. If you read a book, it's going to be in MSA. So the MSA is not spoken. That's why we say the spoken Arabic or the written Arabic. So the Arab world, we take only one Arabic, which is the written one. But when we speak North Africa, we do a lot. We mix a lot of French. Gulf, they do have it's every each area they have their own vocab. Like if you go to Syria and Jordan, the Levantine, the Shami, Lebanon, they do have this. They share the same dialect spoken. Um, and if you go to Gulf, they have their own. If you come to Africa, Egyptian, they have Egyptian and Sudan. Some of Libya, they share the same. But North Africa, we do have a lot of French in our dialect. So, which dialect would you be to best to? I am in Dubai, but I have heard that Egyptian dialect is most widely spoken in Arabic. I am. I know some Egyptian teacher they want to promote, but if you ask me, and based on my school like research, I am a graduate school student, and we did like all the material that we studied, and we did some research. We found out that most people wants to learn the Shami, Levantine. Egyptian, it's also like it's kind of you can see them sitting next to each other. And I had a student who just came back from Saudi, and he told me that he contacted me and said, "Hey, Abbasia, I was there. I went to Egypt and learned the spoken, but when I went to Saudi, they told me, what? What are you speaking?" And he said, "This is Arabic." They told him, "You are speaking Egyptian. You are not speaking the Arabic we want you. So we want you to speak." So I like based on the research and the studies, they say more people wants to learn Shami, which is Levantine, because Levantine is kind of easier than Egyptian. I'm not saying that Egyptian is not famous or it's not common dialect yet. Plus, people who are writing these books are Egyptian, so we should give them credit because they are doing a wonderful job as far as publishing books that have. And the nice thing that the book that I'm using to teach, it has MSA, Egyptian, and Shami, which is nice. فصحى مفهوم, yeah, if you can, but remember that فصحى is people can understand, but people who went to school, they can understand فصحى. If people in Arab world, they didn't go to school, they kind of, it's hard for them to understand Fusha. You have to speak their dialect. For example, I had a student who spent 2 years sanatain in Oman, and she came back. She went with Peace Corps, the organization called Peace Corps, and she lived with a Bedouin family, and she taught English there. So when she came back here, and I can tell, I told her, and she said, I speak Arabic, and it was very rough. Like the word for pen, we say qalam, هذا qalam. And she came and she said, هذا qalam. So the way she took the accent of the Bedouin, which is like very strong. And I told her, if you are going to an interview and you are going to say qalam or badi akal, it's just the way the tone. I told her to slow down, and I told her, can you change galam versus qalam or alam? هذا أنا. It just the way. So this is, and when she came, she said, I speak Arabic. I told her, yes, you speak Arabic, but this is, you speak kind of the Bedouin accent. Like here in the US, we have the Texas accent of, you are like if you are on the East Coast, you have the East Coast accent, and if we Colorado, I don't know. I live here and for 18 years, and I haven't seen like people like their accent that everybody can understand. Do you ever? Okay, what's the question? Could you make video about irregular verb? I think how is infinitive change from present to past? Yeah. So the verbs, like when you speak, like when you conjugate the verb in the present tense, you change the stem, but the past tense is basically, if you are talking about regular, is just a verb, but irregular verbs, you need to do some transformation. which dialect would you be best to learn? اوكي فصحى مفهوم تصنع فيديو كل عربية تصنع فيديو في كل عربية فصحى. So I don't understand. Just Mhm. Okay, so it's sunny. Maybe in your country it's already night, but here. What are the elements that makes Egyptian distinct from the Shami? For example, that's a good question. The Arabic, the Egyptian, they have, like, for example, it just vocab. The Shami, we say, أنا منيح. In Egyptian, they say, أنا كويس. In Shami, they say, بدي آكل, بدي, which is I want. In Egyptian, they say عاوز or عاوزة or عاوزين. عاوز. So it's just a question of the area, what the vocab, and what influences this. How did the Egyptian dialect is formed? I grew up speaking the dialect because of the movies. So if you can watch, if you speak Arabic and you kind of expose yourself to the series, TV, like we call them musalsal series, and you can like like the more you watch, the more you can of what they are saying, and then they are going to repeat the same thing. Like أنا عاوزة أروح. But in Egypt they say in Syria or in Chami they say أنا بدي أروح بدي أروح بدي أروح. So it's just question of where. I personally, I'm from Algeria, North Africa. So in Morocco, Tunisia, and Algeria, we speak almost the same dialect. But if we, because we watch a lot of TV show in Egyptian and in Shami, we just learn how to do it. Um, اوكي شكرا امباير ميم. طريقة شرح شكرا. نحتاج فصحى لفهم القرآن الكريم. نعم الفصحى the grammar base and just but now if you wanna learn the Quran الكريم أنت تتعلم القرآن الكريم نعم like عندما تكون في المستوى المتقدم المستوى العالي في اللغة العربية أنت سوف تتكلم ومهم جدا أنك تفهم وتتكلم اللغة العربية الفصحى لأن اللغة العربية الفصحى هي دائما تتقدم. It's always like it's evolving, like it's important, but the dialect is the same words, the same vocab that they're going to see them. But if you want to learn Arabic and you want to excel and you are going to write and read articles, write like تكتب أكاديميا يعني الكتابة الأكاديمية. Yes, you need to learn and read a lot. Just reading اقرأ اللغة العربية ممتاز واسمع اللغة العربية فصحى. أنا أحتاج أوكي merci, vous faites un travail exceptionnel. Merci Mehdi. Which series of movie you can recommend to watch? Okay, that's a good. I had a student who she recommended that she went to جامعة عمان في الأردن and she came back. So in جامعة عمان في الأردن what they did, they asked them if you wanna learn the Shami and be like you wanna master it. There is a series called Female, and in Arabic. Let me see from my iPad. Female Arabic, and also there is if you are in the US and you use Netflix, there is another series. Himma, I think. Yeah. So let me see. I can put some links to a video to Arabic to like series. I am just looking for okay. Female Jordanian show. Okay, female Jordanian. Let me write this here. Okay, female, like female Jordanian. This is what my students, when they go to study abroad, female Jordanian show. This is one. And in Netflix, if you are here in the US or you have access to Netflix, or there is a series. There are many series. This one is from I think Beirut, Lebanon, and they speak the Shami. What is it? Netflix. Okay. Himma, I think Al-Himma. I don't know. I can't remember that. Jordanian. Okay, Arabic show. So what they do, they teach them episodes, and then the teacher create like fill in the blanks and tell them what you understand. Okay, so Arabic show, that's just Arabic series. Mhm. Arabic series. Okay. Uh, Arabic series. Al Heiba. Yes, I found it. Al Heiba. Al Heiba series. Okay. Al Heiba. So you are going to interact with the culture and mhm. Sister, which Arabic dialect close to MSA? Some may Saudi Arabian dialect Khaliji is close to MSA. I don't know. Could you please clarify? شكرا please. As I told you, each part of the Arab world, they have their own, they share similarities. If we are talking about the Gulf and you live in the Saudi Arabia, the Khaliji one is the closest one. The Khaliji one is the closest. If you are in Egypt, the Egyptian one, Egyptian and Shami, they are very. I can't say the same, but if you speak Shami and you are in Egypt, everybody understands you. If you are in Middle East, which is like let's say Lebanon, and you speak Egyptian, they also understand you. Khaliji, it's like the Gulf area. If you come here and to like to the North Africa, it's a mess. It's a mix of French and Arabic. Shukran. Okay, so for video, so what are your suggestions? Like recommend, like what do you want me to post? And yeah, to start with the superlative and the grammar, irregular verb, conversation basic, or put them in a level one. These are what you need to know in level one, level two. This is what you need, level three, or advanced, beginning, intermediate, and advanced. So, any more question? What do you mean? What do you want me to? Do all TV shows, movie, and newspaper in the Arabic with Fusha? Yes. TV shows? No, TV shows and movies. There are in Fusha, but just to let you know that as Arab, native Arab, uh, we don't watch, we don't like the Fusha movies. Nobody is going to watch it. Maybe we do have actually the Turkish series. There are how do I say? Uh, it translated or just like dub, مدبلج. So, and this in Shami or in modern standard Arabic. We like to watch dialects on movies, and because the dialects makes us very close to the movie, the characters. But if you are talking about Al Jazeera or Al Arabiya or what's BBC Arabic, it's going to be on Fusha, or the article, like anything written is going to be on Fusha. Since I'm in the Gulf to go do the shows here in Khaliji dialect, what about the news channel? News channel, news channel. Most of them, they use the modern standard Arabic. Yes. So, but if you were to watch documentary like National Geography, they put this in the how do I say modern standard Arabic Fusha. Which of the website do you recommend to study with? Um, so I don't have a major in the Sharia or Quran Arabic, but I can teach you how to read, or I can listen to your pronunciation and say, yes, you are doing this correctly. But I am not an expert in the Sharia or a fiqh or the Quran, Al Quran Al Kareem. Um, but most of my students who I know, they wanted to learn Arabic, they go to Al Medina website or material. They do have teachers that they are expert in Arabic that design Al Medina. Sister, do you have so you have loads of Arabic grammar lesson on your channel. They are very helpful. Do you have any plan to start with spoken Arabic lesson? Yeah, as I told you, just the reason I was kind of doubting. I always was fighting the fact or the concept of teaching the spoken, thinking that I was telling myself that if I teach Arabic Fusha and then I teach the dialect, my student or people who are going to follow me or to watch me, they're going to be confused. But now I change. Now what I am doing, I teach the Arabic modern standard, but when we converse, we do Shami. Uh, if the students can, I want to learn, I teach Shami. If they want to say, hey, Basia, I want to learn the Egyptian, I go with the Egyptian. I go with what they want. But now that I am convinced, based on the research and the my graduate school, so my degree now is I have a master's in Arabic language and linguistics, and it's designed to teach non-Arab speaker. Okay, so they said if you don't speak Arabic, I am I have the skills and the qualification to teach you how to master because I already know how the English or how other languages like Spanish or French. So now I can teach you. Yes, I'm planning to start going to the spoken dialect. Um, yes, علمي لا يسمح dialect. Oh, and as if, yeah. But what's your لا يسمح dialect? Yeah, very. That's why I used to be very. How do you say, like cut and dry? No, just Fusha. No, I'm not teaching that dialect, but based on my schools, the courses I studied, and the research and the studies that have been made, and non-native, they said, "What's the point? I spent 40 years of studying the MSA, but when I went to the real world, I didn't understand them." Some people was just like, "What? What are you speaking? Why we don't understand? Who speaks the modern standard Arabic in the daily life?" So for that, I'm going to tell them, "Hey guys, this is my way of teaching. I'm going to teach you how to write, how to read. But when you want to speak, we are going to practice speaking only in dialects." Okay, but MSA is understand it's mandatory, or you have to you must master it so you can kind of understand the article, understand the book, but when you speak. So yeah, some teachers are against like 100%. I changed my mind and I am going to dive into the dialects. Yes, you must have strict strict because of the school that you go to. Oh, I understand that. So, what school do you go to? Sudan 738. What school? And what's the point of learning like just the ending, the kiss aid ending? Who is going to use? Who cares if you can say kitabun or kitabin if you speak? So it's your major. Is it more important for you to master how to speak or to write and read? Which one is? Both? All of them? Some universities are against, but here in the U.S., like for people who go to the Defense Language Institute, they 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 take 65 weeks of Arabic, 7 hours a day, and they take they go from the MSA to the spoken, like the dialect, and they speak like fluent Arabic. I had to tutor one of them or two, and yeah. And now I have my classmates in graduate school. They are doing masters in Arabic language and linguistics, so they can teach in college setting. Which dialect you like the most? I like the Shami, the Levantine one. Um, I speak the Egyptian, and yeah, so most of them. I am an interpreter, so when I go there, I ask, "Where are you from?" من أين أنت? من العراق. زين. كيفكم كيف أهل العراق وكيفكم يعني sometimes I switch to Arabic modern like the MSA. It depends and sometimes كيفك منيحة شو بدك كيف ممكن أساعدك انتي وين ساكنة فين ساكنة أنا ساكنة في so the accent like this is الشامي ازاي حضرتك so the Egyptian it has more like formal ازاي حضرتك او ازاي حضرتك انا انت كويس الحمد لله ازاي البلد وازاي العيله في مصر كيف احوالكم ازاي الاحوال هناك يعني I change and they say where are you from I'm from Algeria oh yeah, okay we understand you sometimes they think that I am from uh, uh, like Lebanon or Jordan. I don't know why. So, when are you going to start to speak in Arabic? Sister, how long will it take? Okay, okay. So, soon. And do you want to like? I'm going to start like the basic, the just like greeting and could you make tests in Arabic for your YouTube fan? Uh-huh. Um, make tests. Like when you say a test, I can design. I worked on many tests. So what type of test is it? Do you wanna? Do you want me to? I have many tests and I work with my students when they have for YouTube. I'm not good with technology. So is it like can I post it and then we go like you find the result or the correction of the test? What type of test? So now I you are taking my question, not me. Now I am asking you a question. hmm Like okay, so post it. Okay, test. Can we start? Can I test you from level one, like, and then I test you from like for the grammar, multiple choice. Uh, yes, I can do that. Yeah. So half of grammar, half of vocab. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I can. Of course. I'd be happy to do that. Okay. So 5 more minutes to go. Okay, can you make tests and video like you do in high school? Yes, yeah. I create multiple choice, like skin tone. I do that. Yeah. Okay, so for my like quizzes, I teach you. So I am a teacher. I'm not just a tutor. So how I teach, I give the vocab, and then we practice. Then we take a quiz and a presentation and present it to the class. So anything, just I have many to invest time in this, not for the sake for like money, or just I want to reach out to many. And please, who would want like watch my me talking for an hour or so? And I don't want to seem like boring, like my students said, oh, they lost interest. Could you make class on Quizlet? That is good app for yes, I use Quizlet. Quizlet Classroom. I use Quizlet. I use Kahoot. I use Edpuzzle. My school. It's just the idea of combining from high school. I do Quizlet, so my students create this Quizlet classroom. I used to have it, and then I stopped the membership. I use it in my classroom. I don't like seeing those ending. I never use them when I speak normally. You see, I told you, and I help some students who are taking Arabic in universities, in colleges, and they said, Abasia, is it an on or in? And I said, oh, who cares? And I said, oh, sorry. Okay, this is on because it's a subject, and in because it's an object, because it's followed by preposition, and I have to explain. So it makes me sad because these students are really struggling with the ending and the real world. I, as a native speaker, I never use them. So I am against teaching them to my student. Just it's a topic, like it's a unit, just case ending, and that's it. Uh, why you have ending if you don't use them in speaking? That's a good question. So if we have ending, uh, because they want you to how do you say i'rab, if you are like the i'rab, that's it, the case ending, like for example, if you want to speak the the fusha, like the correct, you have to emphasize the stress the ending. If not, don't. But in Al Quran Al Kareem, if you are making like Quranic, like going to Quranic school, it's must, because you need, because this is going to help you. Who did the action? To whom is addressed? Like Allah is talking to whom? Is it to one person? And if it's the ending, is going to decide the meaning of the sentence. It's very important if you are deep in or diving into the grammar, and just very important. I think the as uses for Quran. Yes, I have. Yeah. Okay. Um, mm, one now my yeah. Uh-huh. Uh, so do you want to see live, or should I want answers? Do you want the stream, the live streaming, monthly, once in 2 weeks, or you want to see me more videos, like posting videos? Okay, one more minute. If not, I'm going to end this live session and post more videos. Maybe, yeah, that's what I. If you can, so if you miss my live today, please leave me a question, feedback, suggestion. Like if you want, what do you want to see? You can share with your friend and ask them what they want. So if I see like 20 people wants this type of video, I am going to go for it. If this is just one, Yeah, because it's time consuming, and I'm trying to do this just for sake of Allah. Sister, please make video on spoken Arabic, inshallah. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum from New Zealand. Oh, that's nice to see people from all over the world. So again, I would greatly appreciate if I can reach out to people who needs help or wants to ask me question or ask me what type of video they want to see. So if you don't have any questions, so هيا عباس السلام عليكم وعليكم السلام من نيوزيلندا كيف حالكم في نيوزيلندا؟ Uh, so take care. مع السلامة. السلام عليكم. أستودعكم الله و expect some videos from me. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. السلام عليكم from Tanzania. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. إن شاء الله. Yeah. إن شاء الله. So حبيب مدتلي السلام عليكم from Tanzania وعليكم السلام. So please leave me questions and I'm gonna check them and start the spoken, the dialect, some grammar, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to work on my videos and I put them. And if you have more questions, so don't hesitate to contact me or leave me a question. Okay? Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. Inshallah. Inshallah. Okay? مع السلامة.